What's up, guys? Real Estate Bros back with another video. This one's gonna be pretty crazy. We got some major updates compared to last week. Let's get into it. So, as you know from last week, the house almost fell over. We've got a bunch of these temporary supports in all down the line there. Some of them don't have jacks in anymore because we got it supported. But yeah, that was a lot of work just to support that so it didn't fall over. There's going to be a beam that goes in this part where the vault is. It's going to come down in the wall, and then it's going to come down over to that wall over here. So that's going to support our ridge up there completely and properly. Go check out some of these walls we got going over here finally. We got this little corner tore out. We had to take some of these beams out here just so we can rework them, and they were just not in there properly, so they weren't long enough for what we actually needed, so we just had to take it out and we're gonna have to reinstall them. We got a lot of stuff straightened up. We got all exterior walls going here, and again, so just so you can visualize it a little better now, is our bedroom is going to be over here in this area. There's going to be another bedroom roughly from here over to that wall. We're going to have a kind of like a main entry bathroom here, for the main living area, and a nice entry from about right here over to that wall. So when you walk into the house, it'll be a pretty good little entry here. You'll be able to turn that corner into a nice open area. We're gonna go check out that roof. That's probably why you guys are here, to see the difference from last week. So let's go check that out. So compared to last week, that ridge is looking better, and I'd have to go back and look at the videos, but I would argue that it might be better than when we bought it. You can see there's no sag in that ridge up there. So it's looking much better, and the house didn't fall down. So we're starting to move in the right direction on this thing. We got our block work done. We can go check that out. So we got this block work done. Got the footer dug, poured, and our block in there. And this cost us about $2,600 to get this whole thing done right here. Just to give you an idea, keep it real. Give you guys some real numbers so you know what to expect, especially in this area. Kind of middle Tennessee area. That's what you can expect. So that's going to pretty much wrap up the updates on the actual structure of the house and all of that. But we do have a major update on this one. I said that we're going to keep it real, and we're just going to keep it real. So we're going to have to switch contractors on this job. The contractor we were using just wasn't quite fit to get this big of a job done. He was more of a, foundation type of guy. He was trying to expand a little bit, but it wasn't working out. Right now everything's good. It's kind of a mutual deal. We're not jumping down each other's throats. We're cordial. Hopefully it stays like that. But yeah, we're gonna have to switch contractors out on this one. Hopefully we can get one in the next week or two. Part of keeping it real is there's no permits yet. So we found that out. There's no permits. We've been dealing with that for a few weeks, trying to get it. And he's not gonna be able to get it. For one reason or another, we just can't get it on this one. So gotta switch contractors. We got a septic guy finally out here because we have to get the septic permit before we can even get a building permit. So we got a lot of that stuff already rolling now, and we're hoping we can kind of clean up this mess a little bit. We're looking to make a pretty good profit on this one, and this is definitely going to eat into it. It cost a minimum of $4,500 just to keep this from falling down from what the contractor did to it, and that's minimum. That doesn't even include all the work that the contractor put into it to get it to almost fall down. Who knows? That might be another $2,000 or $3,000. I'm waiting for those numbers to come back, and we'll have to kind of go from there. But yeah, from where we were last week to get that ridge looking good again costs $4,500. So just to keep it real, give you guys some real numbers, you can see how things go. And again, this is my first investment property, so don't eat me up too much. I'm sure there's plenty I could have done better on my end. In fact, I know there is. So I've already learned a lot on this one. We're going to get better every single one, every single day. That's the goal of this, so we can just educate. You guys can come along for the journey, and please give us any comments, anything you guys think, good, bad, or ugly, throw them in there. So just make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for the notifications, so make sure you see every video that we put out. Real Estate Bros, out.